next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And we're off from Baltimore. Return coming from the 14. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. And before we get our first snap, Brock, we got our first penalty. Somebody moved. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Henry running to the left. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackle made by Jair Brown.
You know, Kate, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
It's complete! Oh my, they left him wide open downfield. He does it! Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens take a 6-0 lead right away. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. McCaffrey on 3rd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast. Pretty gonna go on 4th. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They go for it on 4th down and get it in a big way, 25 yards there.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Has a lane inside the 25. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers finish off their opening drive. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers start off well to tie things 7-7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Return coming here from the 12. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens need only one to take the lead. Tucker on for the extra point. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Ravens take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. First and 10 now from the 30. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. They stick with McCaffrey. He's off again. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. They'll try it right with McCaffrey. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. It's a 5-yard gain, and that brings up 3rd and 7.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. It's a gain of 7, and that brings up 2nd and goal. McCaffrey. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for 3rd down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. And it's the 49ers with a nice 3rd and inches. McCaffrey trying to punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The 49ers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers tie things up at 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He'll begin his return from the 11. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's gonna get it to begin the drive. Has room down the left sideline. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. Oh, baby! He got loose, and after a few steps, there was nothing they could do to stop him. That, Brock, is the definition of up the middle, and somebody blocked it!
I could feel the anger all the way up here, Kate. They did not like giving up the big play, the lengthy touchdown, and they decided to release a little bit of that frustration via the special teams. That juice, that energy, you could feel it overwhelm there and led to the block.
Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
First down, and they go right back to him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. 2nd and 3 now. McCaffrey running between the tackle. Oh, the football's loose. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And a great return comes to an end with the tackle.
I think the defense would have just settled for getting off the field with the takeaway, but they add a nice little present onto the end of it for their teammates who start this possession with much better field position.
First down, here's Lamar. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. This one intended for the running back. So it's 2nd down coming up. Play fake, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Niners countering with a 5th defensive back on this 3rd down. Lamar now from the gun. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He's got it inside the 10. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Samuel now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now again, McCaffrey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the gun is Purdy. That throw finds Kittle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on first. He finds space into the red zone. And finally, he's down at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Working quickly here. Purdy looking to throw. He has the San Francisco touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And he makes the catch in the end zone, and that 2-point try trims the deficit to 1. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Has it at the 11. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. So we're through 3 here. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. New set of downs for him from the 46. Handoff headed right to Henry. No one around. He's got space. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Another run for Henry. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Lamar off to play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens clinging to a 1-point lead. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running once more with Henry. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get some all-important insurance. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
The kick is good, and expect that to stand now. This flag appears to be the player who jumped early looking to block that kick. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Samuel now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Setting up to pass. Completed here to McCaffrey. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He'll look to throw it. Kittle brings it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a 49er first down. Back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He tucks it and takes off. It's a gain of 12 there. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
And they got there in time. He's taken down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Looking to throw it. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
And he takes it in for the touchdown, down to their last breaths, and he gives them a shot now to force overtime. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs, not just...
And that catch gets them to 2. We're all tied up here in the 4th. They're not out of it yet. That conversion successfully tying this game and puts us, of course, on track for overtime.
So much momentum gain, long odds to get those two-point conversions, but now you got to have discipline. We know, we've seen it in playoffs with limited time left. You got to make sure you finish the deal and carry this momentum you've just gained into that extra frame.
He'll begin his return from the 11. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Trying for the deep ball. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
2nd and 10 now. He's trying another one deep. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! And the 49ers are out of bounds on the return, so get ready, everybody. We've got some free football on the way. From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Well, for a second there, Kate, it looked like this overtime, it was going to be brief. I thought he was going to bust that all the way, but at the very least, look at the ideal field position he's now set his offense up with.
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And this one doesn't go far. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. They stick with McCaffrey. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. Fights across for the touchdown. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Starting at the 10. And look at this return. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe.
Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he's across for the touchdown, and that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. Tucker on for the extra point. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And the Ravens tie this game up. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's brought down for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing now. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Oh, big interception here. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Ravens surprise them with the interception and now have a chance to win this game. So the chance was there. Any points, Brock, on the drive would have won them this game. But instead, and I can't remember the last time I saw this, but we've got a 4th possession of overtime coming up following that interception.
Yeah, we keep talking in this booth after every possession how much gas can be left in the tank, but then somebody comes through and makes a play to try to will their team forward.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Running for it. Here's Henry. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st down, and they go back to Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Receiver gets it on the handoff. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down. With only 6 seconds remaining in overtime, we get a timeout here. With only 6 seconds remaining in overtime, we get a timeout here. Justin Tucker out for the field goal. A lot of pressure hovering over this kick. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards.
They sure gave him a chance, Kate. They went for the field goal. They could have won the game. Safe to say, and this is the hard part about being a kicker, is that image is going to flash through his head for a long time. But for now, we play on. Let's go.
He's on the move. He can run it. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's the end of another overtime, with the score still tied.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. McCaffrey running between the tackles. Makes a cut to the right sideline. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Breaks through, and he might break away. And he reaches the end zone. That is a game-winning touchdown. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And it took some extra effort.
Hey, GG's, my boy. That was good hell. Like, I ain't never been through a double overtime for real. GG's, bro.
Hard-fought victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers as we say so long.